Now the story of two cousins studying abroad, and the one vlog that had no choice but to keep them all together. It's Cousinhood 2.0.
So, welcome back to Cousinhood. I know it's been approximately 9 months since we last actually filmed a vlog kind of video. So we had a bunch of welcome back things in the work, but basically we have way too much work to actually do the things that are in the works, if you're following this. So yes, I just had a quick little update that I want to vlog about, and kind of time sensitive in that all the blogs are talking about it today. It's very big in the blogosphere. The sphere of blogs, I suppose. Lately I've been reading this book. This one. Right here. And I've been very obsessed with, you know, the whole Steve Jobs, Bill Gates history. It's almost slashy in a way. In the same way that, like, Picard Wesley is slashy. Which is fascinating. And today, a bit of Apple Microsoft news. It was announced almost 6 months ago that Microsoft was going into the retail business with their own set of stores, like micro stores, sort of like Apple stores kind of thing. And pretty much everyone knows it's going to be a shit show. But today it was uncovered that Microsoft is pretty much pilfering some of the best retail managers from the Apple stores and paying them more money to work for Microsoft. So basically they're stealing Apple's ideas, products, people, and bring them over to Microsoft. For like the 100th time in Apple Microsoft history, Microsoft is ripping off Apple.
You're stealing from us! Steve, we're not stealing from you, so don't tell me that.
You know, Redmond, start your photocopiers, which is a reference to that whole 2005 debacle with stupid Apple. That's so funny, Apple, ha ha. It's just so ironic because I just feel like, you know, making my own poster. Apple, start your Xeroxes. Since, you know, Apple stole the whole concept of the GUI from Xerox and basically ripped off Xerox's, you know, initial product, which was the graphical user interface, which is all in the Pirates of Silicon Valley and this book. This one, right here. The thing is that there's been this discourse for the past however many years since Apple has, you know, become the sort of dominant force in the cultural elite, that like Apple stands for innovation and creativity and all that stuff, and Microsoft is for like lazy bums and, you know, business people as well. I mean, according to the commercials. But the thing is, Apple's not really innovative, like, at all. So Apple has been ripping off people for years. They've ripped off the free software community in the 90s. They stole their entire kernel from the free software community. They ripped off the graphical user interface from Xerox. They even ripped off the dock idea from free software. They're not very innovative. They're just very good at stealing things and making it look pretty. And so when Microsoft just goes around and steals things from Apple, like, what's the big deal?
You and I are both like guys that had this rich neighbor, Xerox, that left the door open all the time. And you go sneaking in to steal a TV set. Only when you get there, you realize that I got there first. I got the loot, Steve! And you're yelling? That's not fair! I wanted to try to steal it first.
So Microsoft is stealing from Apple, who stole from everyone else. I'm going to go into greater detail in this in future videos, because I have a whole like series of 3 in which I'm going to talk about Apple's lack of innovation, Steve Jobs' jerkiness, you know, why Linux is the best thing ever, and why Apple still doesn't have a right mouse button. Alright. Welcome back, and expect to hear a lot more computer geekery from me, although of course it's pseudo-geekery since I don't understand the first thing about computers, in the future. I'm what you would call a noob. That had about like 7 zeros in it. Okay.
Eh les filles, vous connaissez la différence entre une pomme et une fenêtre?
Non.
Bah, il y en a pas.